Multiple absolutely insane shock drops are coming in the second half of December. Those, along with multiple Kobe's and Travis Scott's, is just some of what we're going to be discussing in today's video. Now, these shock drops are not your typical shock drops. If you're a little confused by that, don't worry, I got your back. As always, I'm going to be posting the precise information and time for all of these shock drops inside of my group Endurance, which you can join with the link below. Also remember, we don't just do sneaker reselling within Endurance, we do many other things, so if you're looking for a profitable side hustle or looking to save money, feel free to check it out. We also offer completely free sneaker updates and a method for free Chick-fil-A on that same link below, so why not check it out? Today, we'll be going over sneakers to resell in the remainder of December. If you're not into reselling, that's okay as well. You could use this guide to know what are going to be the most limited sneakers, the most hype sneakers, or what popular general releases may even go on sale because, hey, we're all trying to save some money. Specifically for each of the sneakers, we're going to be discussing the release date, the retail, and whether or not they're going to be profitable or if they might even sit on shelves. Feel free to subscribe and enable post notifications. This way you stay 100% updated on every single one of these hype sneakers. Kicking it off with a bang, tomorrow on December 15th for $190, we got the Kobe 6 Reverse Grinch having their full drop. If you guys remember, these already had a shock drop. Not only that, but today they just had a sneakers pass too. Anyway, the full drop for these is going to be occurring on the 15th, and we might even see some later drop for these, potentially a surprise drop on the Mamba site like what we saw on the Kobe Grinch. That's not the shock drops I was referring to earlier in the video though, just something I figured I'd mention, and I even made a full video on this, which I'll link at the end of today's video if you want to check it out. But this is a sneaker that I'm sure all of us want for our personal collections. Hypothetically, if you intend to resell these, of course expect these to remain very profitable with a great margin. And the same goes for the grade school pairs. Those will also be very profitable with a great margin too. Also on the 15th, another fantastic drop. We got the Joe Fresh Goods New Balance 990 V4 1998 pair, and they're coming in 3 colorways. We got the Intro, Outro, and Keisha Blue colorway. In fact, you could actually start getting these right now because Joe Fresh Goods is doing a raffle for the white and black pair, but the Keisha Blue colorway is going to be prioritized for people local to Chicago. Now on December 22nd, there is going to be a global drop for these, so a lot more people are going to be able to cop from there, and it's probably when New Balance is going to have their drop too. Joe Fresh Goods collabs are usually pretty hyped, and this is a really solid model. At a retail of $220, I would expect these to be profitable with a decent to good margin. Another great drop on this day, we have the Gallery Department Asics GT 2160 dropping for $295. While these already did have a drop, now they're having another drop on the 15th. Expect these to be profitable despite their high retail and still with a good margin. These are very limited and they're going to be very difficult to get still. Honestly, I'm not too crazy about this pair. It looks just like the original non-Gallery Department pair, of course without the specs, and this actually is not a Complex Con exclusive as it was initially advertised as such. But wait, because the day is still not over yet. Also on this crazy day, the 15th, for $135 each, we're going to be getting the full drop for the Powerpuff Girls Nike SB Dunk Low in 3 colorways. We got the Blossom, Bubbles, and the Buttercup. All these are going to be very profitable with a great margin, full throttle of course. I think these are some of the coolest SBs that we've seen all year, especially because of these vibrant colors, but also because of the nostalgia for the show. Also on the 15th, for $155 each, we're getting the Air Force One ALYX dropping in white and also black. These are super universal, easy to match with every single outfit. Do I think people are going to be willing to pay a lot more than retail of $155 for that branding? I think they'll definitely pay over retail, but I don't know if it's going to be sufficient for profitability, especially after seller fees. At best, maybe I could see there being potential brick profit, but otherwise just personals for these, and they're pretty nice personals with that said. Now on the 15th, we were supposed to also see the Cause Air Force One release in white and also black, but I'm pretty sure they're actually just going to be dropping on the 16th, specifically on Dover Street Market, online and in-store, as well as SkyHighFarmUniverse.com, and I'm pretty sure Cause isn't going to be releasing them. If they do, it'll be a shock drop. They haven't announced anything as of right now, but when these do drop, despite a very high retail of $350, I would still expect there to be room for profit on these, assuming they're still very limited. Also on the 16th, for $150, we got the Nike Lunar Roam dropping. If you guys don't remember, these actually just had a shock drop very recently on the Sneakers Live. Of course, I did provide early information for the shock drop to Endurance. At the moment, it looks like you could maybe make some brick profit on these, but after the full drop, I don't know if that's going to hold up. I think these are mostly just going to end up being personals, but I wouldn't sleep if you do want a personal, because I am expecting these to still sell out. Then on the 16th, for $225, we're getting the full drop for the Jordan 8 Soulfly Masikasuasa. If you guys don't recall, just recently Soulfly did have a drop for these. Unfortunately, on their website, you did have to pay $20 shipping, which really hurts these, but these are actually holding up better than initially expected. Being a Jordan 8, they typically wouldn't have the best demand, but this is a really nice colorway. Soulfly usually does a really solid job, and this is no exception. So these are actually holding up quite well right now, to the point where if you get them on Nike sneakers with free shipping, whether you have tax or not, you might still be able to make some lunch money with a poor to subpar margin on large sizes. Not only that, but these are some incredible personals. Also on the 16th, we should be seeing the Jordan 3 Midnight Navy drop. This is definitely one of the nicer 3s that we've seen. Really clean colorway. They look very similar to the True Blue Jordan 3s, of course, without the red. Unfortunately, I am not expecting these to be profitable, but I would expect them to sell out, so if you do want a personal pair, don't sleep on these. Also on the 16th, for $150, we got the Jordan... Then on December 19th, for $120, the Travis Scott Nike Mac Attack will be dropping, or should I say the Cactus Max. If you guys didn't already see, there's been some beef between Mac and Travis, but of course this is all staged. It's to create more hype for the collaboration, if you didn't already know, and they didn't even really need to do this. Obviously, at a retail of $120, these are going to sell out. Not only that, but you can still expect these to be very profitable with a great margin, unlike any other Mac Attack. Also on the 19th, for $130, the KD3 Christmas is finally going to be making its return. While this isn't the best KD3 colorway, a lot of people are still quite excited about these, so definitely expect these to sell out. But even with the retail as low as $130, I wouldn't expect much from these. At best, maybe potential for brick profit in large sizes if you have no tax. Otherwise, in most sizes, they might end up just being personals. Similarly, on the 19th, for $130, we're getting the Ja 1 Christmas releasing. Since the prior Ja 1s haven't done too well at a retail of $130, I do think that these are also going to be mostly just personals. At best, maybe potential for brick profit in the large sizes, especially if you have no tax in your state. Very similar to what we saw on the Halloween pair. Otherwise, in the smaller sizes, just personals for these, but it's definitely worth keeping an eye on for those larger sizes. Also on December 19th, for $200, we'll be getting the LeBron 21 Kyin. I would expect these, like most LeBron 21s, to just be personals, but despite that, these are definitely really clean. One of my favorite LeBron 21s that I've seen so far. Then on December 20th, for $200, we'll be getting the Jordan 14 black and white dropping, and they're coming in suede. This is definitely a really clean pair of 14s, easy to match with every single outfit. Personally, I'm not the biggest fan of 14s. I don't know if you guys are, but if you guys do want these, you'll probably be able to catch these on sale if you are patient. Then on the 21st, we're getting an off-white collaboration. This time it's going to be on the Air Terraforma in 2 colorways. Unfortunately, like most of these off-white collaborations with spikes on them, these are just going to end up being personals, and they might even go below retail in the secondary market, as we've even seen on some of the Air Force 1s. On the 21st, for $125, we should be seeing the Dunk Low PRM Bacon in women's sizes. Unfortunately, these are already pretty close to retail in the secondary market, so I'd have to say just personals for these. Then on December 22nd, for only $125, we're getting the Puma MB03 Dexter's Laboratory. By far, this is definitely the craziest pair that we're seeing all month, maybe even all year. I don't know how you're going to be able to pull these off, but if you can manage to do so, more power to you. Now, whether these are going to be profitable or not is really just going to depend on how limited they are. I'd assume they're going to be quite limited, and at a retail of $125, you know, I actually do think that's the case, they might actually have some potential for lunch money, maybe brick profit on these. Also on the 22nd for $130, we're getting another Mac Attack colorway, this time in the Lemon Venom colorway. Unfortunately, like most Mac Attacks that are not Travis collabs, I would expect these to just be personals, and if you're patient and you like these, you might be able to get these for below retail in the secondary market. Then on the 23rd for $180, we'll be getting the Jordan 1 High Craft Celadon. Unfortunately, like most Jordan 1 High Crafts, I would expect these to just be personals, and you might even be able to get these for below retail if you are patient. Then on the 26th for $190, we're going to be getting the Kobe 4 Gift of Mamba. This is definitely one of the cleanest Kobe 4s, coming in mostly all black and also having that snakeskin pattern on them with the gold accents, making these just look absolutely incredible. Of course, if you do intend to sell these, you could expect them to be very profitable with an incredible margin, but I think most of us want these in our personal collections. Now, remember what I said at the beginning of the video, there are going to be some really crazy types of shock drops, and I don't just mean in terms of the method, I mean the shoes too. These are going to be really profitable shoes. They're very hyped up, that I know a lot of you guys really want. They're going to be happening very soon, so I'm just giving you guys a vague warning, of course, but as usual, I will be posting the precise information for these inside of my group Endurance, which you can feel free to join as soon as possible with my link below. And if not, no worries, we also offer completely free sneaker guides and information on that same link below, and free Chick-fil-A, so why not check it out? Other than that though, have a fantastic rest of your day, and of course, good luck on all these incredible drops coming.